Good morning. How are you? Good morning. It's Dr. Brenda Eshin Shoshana back with a little talk for today on simple solutions in a complex world. And by a complex world, what I really mean is a world with so many choices, points of view, turns in the road, forks in the road. We certainly can become very overwhelmed by it and confused. Where do I go now? What do I do now? What does this mean? How do I respond to that? And when we hear so many, many, many different points of views, it makes it even more difficult sometimes to find our balance, to find our home, to find the ground beneath our feet, which is the most wonderful feeling, to really feel the ground beneath our feet. Oh, here I am. Here I am. To know where we are, who we are, to be grounded, to be connected. And then from that point of view, when we take the next step, it's a very delicious step. It's a very different kind of step than the one that we take when we're wobbling, confused, looking all around for an anchor of some kind. We are our own anchor. That's a very big statement to make, and it's actually so true. That's a very important point. You know, I was going to talk about something a little different today, but that just hit me when I said it myself. How important to be our own anchor in this time of no anchors that we can really hold on to or feel safe with in general. And what does that mean? To be our own anchor. Anchored, well, what does it mean? It means that when we look for stability, when we look for certainty, when we look for help, which we do, when we look for direction, guidance, we are that. We are our own anchor. We are our own resources. We can provide that. We can anchor ourselves, which means we can ground ourselves, balance ourselves. Very important, because we don't feel balanced or connected or anchored, just the opposite. So let's talk about how to do that. Because, you know, I realize as I'm getting older, getting younger at the same time, both at the same time. It's a very funny, interesting, wonderful experience to get older and get younger at the same time. I love it. Because when you get older, certain things just fall away by themselves. And that younger, playful part has room to pop up and express and enjoy. So let's get back to this anchoring part, which just means to come home and rest. You know, usually when people go home after a journey, oh, there's like a sigh, I'm home. Or sometimes they may go to a city and feel, oh, I'm really at home here. They feel connected, they feel rooted. There's a beautiful saying, when we return to the root, we gain the meaning. When we play with branches, we lose the substance. Very, very beautiful, beautiful saying, and very pointing to a very deep truth. Much of our life can become playing with branches, playing with toys. We go here, we go there. We're looking for some happiness, some pleasure, something fun. And there's this constant sense that it's somewhere else, outside of ourselves, somewhere. We need to go to the right place, and then we'll find it. The right restaurant for the right meal. That meal was perfect. Or maybe, that meal. The opposite of what I like. We're not anchored, we're irritated. There's this constant sense that where I go will make a big difference. Who I'm with will make a big difference. What I do will make a big difference in my feeling good, my feeling balanced and connected and anchored. And it might for a little while, but then we go back, we have to do it again and again and again, which is the nature of addiction itself. And it's also called the repetition compulsion. We have to keep repeating over and over certain activities because we want from those activities either for them to turn out differently so we could feel good, or we want a sense of balance. So I would say when we say when you return to the root, you gain the meaning. When we return home to our own life, our own self, our own heart, our own body, when we return home, we return to the root, to the source of our life and our experience. And we, as we listen to it, unite with it, instead of rejecting ourselves, looking somewhere else, we turn within. There's another beautiful saying. This is from the Buddha. He says, the path is not in the sky, the path is in the heart. Which means don't look somewhere else. Go within and you will connect with whatever might be outside, beyond you, who knows. But it's coming to you through your heart, through your wisdom, through your internal being. Connect with your being. Listen, take time to stop, listen to what you're really feeling, what you're really thinking. Just watch it, be with it, make friends. Get to know the one within who knows the way. There is one within every single person and every single being who knows the way for them. Even as I say that, I sigh with relief. Make friends with that one within. You know, it's very sad, but we do discard ourselves a lot. We reject ourselves. We disapprove of ourselves. When we think about ourselves, we're disappointed in ourselves. That's a pretty common experience. What a shame. What a shame. That prevents us from turning to ourselves with respect, with care, with love, becoming our own anchor. It prevents us from really paying attention to what's going on in here, in our heart, in our head, in our life. Just paying attention itself is such an incredible medicine. Incredible, incredible. Just stopping and paying attention, because that attention, that awareness guides us beautifully. And this, there is a concept, guidance is and look at me, I love to read books. I mean, I love it, and I always will, and I keep reading them, and that's fine. I enjoy them, but I resonate them with what resonates for me and from my particular life, and I absorb them in that way, and I digest them in that way. And it depends. Is your main source of reference outside you another person guiding you, a book guiding you, and you must do whatever it says? That can get you into trouble because there are many different kinds of guidance. Some for one person works beautifully, some for someone else. You have to go back to the root, return to the root, resonate it with you, with yourself, with who you are. And as you do so, you will become anchored, connected. You won't feel so wobbly or so tossed around by the events of life, which are endless and confusing. And one day they say one thing, one day something else. This is a whole life practice, of course, but this is a very good step to stop, turn around, turn within. Say, today I will be my anchor. Do you know there's another beautiful saying Very simple saying, open your treasure house. We all have and are a treasure house of guidance, wisdom, everything else. But it's sealed tight because we don't use it most of the time. We don't even know it's there, maybe. Open your own treasure house. You will be surprised at what will come out. Creative gifts, interesting ideas, all kinds of guidance. It's actually a wonderful adventure. So I wish you the most beautiful week, and I would love to hear, I love hearing from you, and I would love to hear how your own treasure house is supporting and guiding you. How lovely that is. I hope you have a good, beautiful week in the midst of all this going on in the world. Go into your own inner world and anchor yourself in goodness and in a beautiful day. In a way that helps the bigger world the most. When you are anchored, positive, not flailing around, it's a source of strength, of real strength. Okay, take great care, and it's wonderful to talk to you. Be well. Bye-bye.